Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful recap is finally in for Friday, September 26, 2025. In today's episode, Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace, confronts Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada. Sheila Carter Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, is walked out on. Plus, Deacon Sharp, Sean Kanan, turns to Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, Electra and Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, are still talking at the guest house. The young man reminds her that he was targeted by a psychopath. Will repeated that Luna was impersonating Electra. The jewelry designer decides they need to confront her together. At the mansion, Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, and Katie Logan, Heather Tom, tell Luna that this isn't a vacation. She's not going anywhere until they can get a paternity test. The girl makes a comment about this being her baby's family home. Batty is disgusted and calls her depraved. The manipulator starts talking about how they will want her baby to have all the things she didn't. Electra and Will suddenly burst through the door. The jewelry designer bashes Luna for trying to pass her baby off as Will's. Luna brags that he couldn't keep his hands off of her. Will declares none of this would have happened if Luna didn't trick him. Bill says no man wants Luna. The killer says she and Will are going to have a beautiful family. The girl is accused of faking the tests, but Bill says they are real. Katie backs him up. Luna claims she would never lie about something as beautiful as a baby. As Luna rubs her stomach, Electra is internally freaking out. At the restaurant, Deacon can't believe Sheila kept Luna's survival from him. Is there anything else she's not telling him? Sheila quickly explains that Luna is pregnant with Will's baby. Sheila has to explain that Will didn't know he was sleeping with Luna. It was the night of the promotion party. Deacon is so furious he can't even look at her. Hikerot chops a chair. She promised never to have anything to do with Luna after Paul Hollis W. Chambers, and Tom Starr's, Clint Howard, deaths. No matter what Sheila says, Deacon announces she deliberately deceived him. He doesn't know her and doesn't trust her anymore. What is she going to do next? Deacon suddenly charges out of the restaurant. Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, stops by Taylor's office. The blonde asks how she's doing. Taylor gets snippy with her. Brooke just wanted to be sure she was okay and wasn't leaving town. She's in pain now, but she has a lot to be happy about. Taylor tells Brooke she needs to get back to work. The blonde keeps yapping about how Taylor could find her own destiny. Once Brooke leaves, Deacon shows up. He's freaking out about Sheila and knows she has a bad past, but he doesn't know who else to turn to. Deacon says Sheila is involved with Luna again. Friday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful was one of those rare ones that felt like several storylines hit boiling point at once. It wasn't just drama. It was betrayal, heartbreak, confrontation, and a few shocking twists that will ripple into the weeks to come. From Electra and Luna finally facing off in spectacular fashion, to Sheila's long-feared undoing, to Taylor finding herself entangled in a new patient's case that could alter her future. This hour of soap opera television delivered high-octane storytelling with plenty of cliffhanger energy. The day began with an icy silence inside Forrester Creations' design office. Luna Nozawa, still shaken from recent ordeals involving Bill Spencer's manipulation and the fallout with Remy, stood over the drafting table reviewing sketches. She was determined to stay focused, but the weight of her mistakes and the constant whispers in the Forrester halls pressed down like a storm cloud. That silence was broken by Electra Forrester sweeping in, her heels clicking against the polished floors like a warning bell. Electra had been simmering for weeks, ever since Luna's presence threatened both her romantic aspirations and her professional foothold within the family empire. Today, she wasn't holding back. "Luna," Electra said, her voice deceptively calm, "I'm done pretending we can coexist." Luna tried to steady her voice. "I'm not here to compete with you, Electra. I'm here to prove myself just like everyone else." But Electra laughed, sharp and cutting. "That's the problem. You think your sob story earns you sympathy points. You think Finn being your cousin and RJ fawning over you puts you above the rest of us. But this is Forrester Creations. We earn our place, we don't beg for it. The confrontation escalated fast. Electra accused Luna of using her troubled past, her brushes with the law, her emotional breakdowns, and her ties to Bill's schemes, as a way to play victim. Luna fired back that Electra had no right to judge, pointing out Electra's obsession with controlling every man around her and her constant jealousy. "You're right about one thing," Luna snapped, her voice trembling with equal parts fear and defiance. "I am a survivor. I don't hide behind entitlement. Everything I've gone through has made me stronger. And if that threatens you, that's your problem." Electra's eyes narrowed. "Stronger? Or just more dangerous? People keep getting hurt around you, Luna. Maybe that's not an accident." The jab was brutal and struck a nerve. Luna's eyes welled, but instead of retreating, she rose to the challenge. "At least I can admit my mistakes. You? You'd burn this whole company to the ground just to prove you belong." Their shouting match drew in RJ and Remy, who rushed to the scene just in time to stop Electra from physically grabbing Luna. The tension was electric, with Remy putting himself protectively in front of Luna while RJ tried to calm Electra. The look on Electra's face promised this was far from over. The seeds of a new feud, perhaps even a dangerous rivalry, were planted. Across town, Sheila Carter faced what might be her greatest humiliation yet. After months of plotting, pleading, and clawing her way into a semblance of respectability, her fragile alliances crumbled. The scene unfolded at Deacon Sharp's apartment, where Sheila had come expecting reassurance. Instead, she found Deacon cold, distant, and holding back emotions he could no longer suppress. "Sheila," he said quietly, "I've tried to see the good in you. I've defended you to people I love. But every time I turn around, there's another lie. Another secret. Another person hurt because of you." Sheila's lips trembled. "Deacon, no, please. I've changed. You know I've changed. Don't do this." But Deacon shook his head. "I can't do it anymore. Not when my daughter doesn't trust me. Not when Brooke and Hope look at me like I'm insane for giving you chance after chance. Loving you has cost me everything, and I won't let it cost me myself." It was the breakup Sheila had feared but always denied was possible. She dropped to her knees, begging, clawing at Deacon's hands. Her voice cracked as she pleaded, "Don't throw me away. I don't survive without you." Deacon pulled free, tears brimming in his eyes. "Then maybe you'll have to finally learn how to survive without destroying everything you touch." The rejection hit Sheila like a death blow. Alone, she collapsed against the doorframe after Deacon walked away, her chest heaving with rage and despair. The infamous nine-toed villain had finally been dumped, and this time it felt irreversible. But anyone who knows Sheila Carter knows this isn't the end. Being dumped doesn't humble her. It weaponizes her. Which poor soul she targets next remains to be seen. Meanwhile, Taylor Hayes re-entered the fold in a storyline that may prove to be one of the show's most layered in months. At her private practice, Taylor was introduced to a new patient, an enigmatic woman named Daphne, who carried an aura of mystery and sadness. Daphne, soft-spoken but clearly tormented, revealed little at first. She struggled with trust, claiming she had been betrayed by family and abandoned by friends. Taylor, patient and professional, encouraged Daphne to open up. Slowly, the woman revealed fragments, a past tied to the Forrester family, a secret romance that ended in devastation, and a lingering fear that someone was still trying to control her life from the shadows. The storyline didn't reveal much concrete detail yet. But one thing was clear: Daphne's arrival was no coincidence. Her connection to the Forresters promises to unravel secrets long buried. Taylor, for her part, seemed personally invested in this patient in a way that went beyond professional duty. Could it be that Daphne's story touched on Taylor's own history of loss, betrayal, and reinvention? Or was the show hinting at something darker, perhaps a direct tie between Daphne and Taylor's family? By episode's end, Taylor promised Daphne she would keep her secrets safe, but the camera lingered on Taylor's face, betraying the hint of fear. Hope's concern for Luna. Hope quietly warned RJ that Luna might not be strong enough to withstand Electra's attacks. Her protective stance toward Luna suggested that Hope may become her unexpected ally, possibly pitting her against Electra in a larger-scale feud. Finn torn between family and duty. Finn visited his grandfather Jack, who cautioned him about getting too entangled in Luna's problems. But Finn couldn't shake his instinct to protect her, even if it risked alienating Steffi, who sees Luna as a destabilizing force. Brooke's alarm over Deacon. After hearing about the Sheila breakup, Brooke privately worried that Deacon might spiral. Ridge reassured her, but Brooke's instincts told her this was the beginning of something darker. The episode closed with 3 parallel scenes. Electra whispering to herself, "If Luna thinks she's won, she has no idea what's coming." Sheila alone in Deacon's apartment, smashing a glass against the wall and screaming, "You'll regret this!" Taylor writing in her notes after Daphne's session, circling one chilling phrase, "She knows too much." It was a cliffhanger ending Taylor made for Monday, promising more fireworks, heartbreak, and secrets. Friday's Bold and the Beautiful wasn't just an episode, it was a turning point. The Electra vs. Luna feud has all the makings of a generational rivalry. Sheila being dumped sets her up for either revenge or a full-on breakdown. And Taylor's patient storyline looks poised to connect past and present in ways fans won't see coming. By weaving these arcs together, the show delivered the kind of episode that not only satisfies in the moment, but lays groundwork for weeks of tension and drama. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and Beautiful Update YouTube channel for more update news.